when I finally got to the beginner's class with Learn Buteyko online, for some other things, some dental work that I had to have done, I had to have a tooth removed, and I had a mercury fillings that I'm now doing heavy metal detox. And as these toxins are being removed from my body, the load on my nervous system is decreasing, and I feel very much different than when I started the practice. And I wouldn't be able to do any of this detoxification or go through that dental work if I hadn't gotten to the point just to be able to stabilize myself to be able to go through this. Over time, by doing the practice, I feel calmer, more grounded, and less disturbed. I live in a very busy city. I have to drive a lot, and I hated driving. It made me very anxious. And I notice now that I'm not as disturbed, and I don't even dread getting in the car and driving like I used to. Generally, throughout the day, I used to have a lot of anxiety, and I almost to the point of panic attacks. In fact, when I started the method, I was having panic attacks. I didn't call it that, but that's what was going on. And soon after I started the training, I started to feel in control of that. And I noticed that when the anxiety would rise, that was a symptom. I would do the whole breath holds or I would do the practice. And then after the practice, I didn't feel that any longer. It made me want to practice more and more. And when I do feel aggravated, I manage it by my practice. It used to be that I felt like I had to do something on the outside to try and control the situation. And now I know I just need to raise my CO2. I just need to do my practice. My sinuses and nasal passages got very congested, and I would continue to practice and I would watch that come and go. So then I got to see how there was this management of symptoms, no matter what the symptoms were. I would have a symptom and then I would do the practice and do the practice throughout the day. And then that symptom wasn't there any longer. And seeing that happen over and over again made me feel invincible in a way. That is what I would say gave me my relationship to the practice. It was something that I could use to manage my symptoms, and that the more I did it, the less symptomatic I would be in general. That could be just as simple as having a tickle in my throat. And as I practiced and practiced and practiced, I learned that that was a symptom of low CO2. I address it right away and can get rid of that. I also was having major insomnia when I started with Learn Buteyko. That didn't really change for me right away. But what I came to recognize is that I didn't really need as much sleep as I thought I did. And then I was more relaxed about sleeping in general and sleeping when I slept and not sleeping when I didn't sleep. I developed a new relationship with sleep. I don't need a certain set amount of hours according to what I've been told. I know when I need rest and I know when I don't need rest. And that feels good. That feels very freeing.